The Alfa Romeo Giulia could be a superb choice for compact executive saloon car buyers, as it offers a brilliant mix of gorgeous looks, fun handling and impressive running costs. Like the Jaguars, it has a welcome alternative to rivals from the German manufacturers and has a unique character. The engine range is excellent, and while it's a shame we don't get a manual option here in the UK, the automatic gearbox is very good. Fans of Mercedes and Audi interiors might find the Giulia's interior isn't quite up to the same standards, but there's so much to like about Alfa's compact executive saloon that it could still win them over. The cheapest model in the range is simply called Giulia, but if you want to upgrade there's a range of higher trim levels badged Giulia Super, Giulia Tecnica, and Giulia Speciale. The Giulia QV is a full-house BMW M3 rival, with all the bells and whistles, while the Veloce fills the gap between that and the more mainstream models. The Giulia name can trace its roots back to the 1962 Type 105 original, which had either a 1.3 or 1.6-liter engine and rear-wheel drive. The Giulia's steering is even quicker than the Jaguar's is, giving the car a feeling of real agility. There's also plenty of grip, and the rear-wheel drive layout delivers balanced handling. The biggest seller will be the 2.2-liter diesel, which comes with two power outputs, 148 bhp and 178 bhp. The Tor 2.2-liter turbo diesel delivers the gutsy performance you'd expect from the Italian marque. At least the engine is well suited to the sporty Italian persona of the Giulia. At the test track, the Alfa matched the BMW 320d from 0 to 60 miles per hour with a time of 7.1 seconds. Once it was rolling, the Giulia was able to use its 450 Nm of torque and the closely stacked ratios of its standard 8-speed auto transmission to good effect. The lower-powered diesel manages the sprint in 8.2 seconds. There's also a 2.0-liter 4-cylinder petrol model, and while it's quick, going from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 6.6 seconds, it doesn't feel as urgent as a BMW 320i and sounds quite strained when worked hard. The Alfa's 2.0-liter engine isn't particularly clean either. It emits 138 grams/km of CO2, and while that's less than the Jaguars, it's a little dirtier than the BMW and means the car sits one band higher than the Mercedes C200. Every diesel Alfa Romeo Giulia manages the same economy figures, so the only thing holding you back from choosing the more powerful 178 bhp option is the list price. Both versions of the engine return 67.3 miles per gallon and emit 109 grams/km of CO2, which beats the equivalent BMW 320ds figures of 64.2 miles per gallon and 116 grams/km. However, when we tested the more powerful diesel, we recorded a disappointing 35.1 miles per gallon at the pumps. The petrol Giulia's figures of 47.9 miles per gallon and 138 grams/km of CO2, 44.1 miles per gallon and 148 grams/km CO2 on the Veloce, aren't as impressive, but for a petrol that has pretty good going, and identical to the BMW 320i, we recommend the petrol for those doing shorter trips, too. Recently, Alfa Romeo has rediscovered its knack of delivering head-turning design, and the latest Giulia is a perfect example. With perfect proportions and neat detailing, the newcomer attracts attention on the road. Standard models get 16-inch alloys, while the Speciale trim of the car in our pictures is identified by its larger 18-inch rims, twin-exit exhausts and xenon lights. There is only one body style for now, the 4-door saloon, but Alfa hasn't ruled out an estate in the future, which would clearly be the more practical choice. The driving position is good, with a comfortable and sporty seat arrangement in the front. It's clear that Alfa's designers benchmarked the 3 Series when developing the Giulia, as it shares the same 480-liter boot capacity. However, the opening is smaller, and there is a high lip in the Alfa. There is a decent-sized cubby between the front seats and a large glove box, but the Giulia also has to give best to the 320D when it comes to cabin storage. The door bins are smaller, and there is nowhere to store a smartphone.